All right, Brandon, I've been so excited to sit down and talk with you about commercial real estate.
Hey, it's good to be with you, Jeanette Bennett, Managing Director of Colliers Utah.
Yes, here in the company that you've built and curated over 3 decades. In fact, I want to talk about history before we talk about the present and about the future, which we'll get to. But there's a lot of history here in the company that you've grown and created.
Yeah, we've come a long way since I launched in 1998 at age 25. Now with our 4 offices and 200 professionals, we're continuing to see growth and truly leading so many sectors of this market.
It's so true. And it was such a dynamic opportunity that when you first approached me, I was excited to jump aboard this rocket ship, which became Colliers in 2018. So It's had a lot of different flags, a lot of different names, but in 2018 it became Colliers.
You bet.
And your title, chairman and one of the owners here of Colliers Utah.
Yeah, still the principal co-owner. So it's an incredible ride, new chapter. Colliers, of course, is the fastest growing of the big 3 global commercial real estate service provider group, and with 560 offices in 70 countries and 23,000 professionals, we are poised for continued success. But bringing it back to Utah, there's an incredible amount of economic growth and activity that we have the privilege of being part of here in Utah and the Intermountain region.
Absolutely. And we have 4 offices here and about 200 professionals. And we're here in our Mill Rock office today having this conversation where you have an office that's well known for your collectibles and things that people love to come see. So glad we looked back. Now we're going to talk present. One of the things that I think is so interesting about you partner with more other brokers than anyone else in this company. Yeah. So tell me, why do you do that, and why does that work? Why is that part of your business approach?
Well, it sounds cheesy, but I take a very abundance-oriented approach to life and business. I feel like it's better to grow the pie bigger and have more people participate and create more opportunity and results with partners than trying to do it all yourself. I mean, it's virtually impossible to service all the clients that we have without good partners. I'm fortunate to have, I think right now, about 20 brokers in our firm that I have current co-listings or co-engagements with that are incredible partners. I encourage anyone who gets into the business to look toward building partnerships and relationships that you can grow and I think better serve the clients and the community with.
So what makes a good partner? I mean, you have such a unique skill set. So when you're picking a partner, someone you want to work on just maybe one project with, or maybe more than one, what is it that makes it work?
Consistency.
Okay.
I think the secret to success in this business and what separates the high performers from those who are mediocre or end up taking themselves out of the business is consistency. Those who show up all day, every day, and work hard. And are there rain or shine, and are reliable, end up being the most successful. And I think having that level of consistency matched with perseverance, even in the face of great adversity. I mean, this business is difficult. Right. Any sales-related business is challenging, but this business in particular is challenging because deals take sometimes years to structure. I mean, we'll work on transactions for months at a time or even years before seeing any compensation, and having partners that are patient and show up every day consistently, that are reliable, are really critical to that success.
And I know a lot of these partners appreciate what you bring to the table because you lead the way on everything you just described.
Well, it's a team sport. Business success in commercial real estate, especially these days, is a team sport.
Right. I know one thing you spend a lot of time doing, and I participate in that as well, is mentoring potential young brokers. A lot of people reach out to both of us each week and month saying, I'm interested perhaps in getting involved. What are some of the common things that you tell them, and is it for everybody?
No, it definitely isn't for everybody. It takes a certain psychotic personality that is not afraid of risk, and taking that approach, someone who's willing to do what most people aren't willing to do, which is really dig in, work hard, and take great risk for the chance at great reward. I mean, that's a key part of success in this business.
Right.
My advice to young brokers is to simply prepare for starvation. You're going to have a year or two with no money, no income of any significance, and it could even go longer than that to prepare yourself. But the flip side is, for those who survive, those who end up prevailing and building a practice and building a pipeline of clients and transactions, it can be the most rewarding business in the world. I don't think there's a better business than commercial real estate. This is one of, if not the most significant business or career path where you can see a physical manifestation of your labors on the skylines of the communities you serve.
And I love having you point things out around town, the involvement that you've had on different projects.
Yeah.
You're obviously really passionate about what you do. And you've developed an enviable client list through the years. I mean, the biggest projects in town, they want to work with you. What would you say about client development? Like you're at the point of your career that the big clients, they come to you, but also, in the beginning, you were developing that client list. What could you tell us about developing and maintaining clients?
Well, they don't always come to me. I mean, the fact is I have to be knocking on doors every week and asking for the business. And it's about relationships more than ever, even in a world where business is moving quickly to take advantage of artificial intelligence. We see so much of even the commercial real estate business relegated to process. I think relationships and relationship building is key to success. I mean, I've been very fortunate and owe so much to my clients, but those clients are won through hard-fought follow through and performance. I mean, people are looking for results, and to the degree you can show them quantifiable results, that you're saving them money, not just time, but you're actually saving them millions, if not tens of millions of dollars associated with their commercial real estate needs. It makes you a valuable player on their
Right.
team.
And not all those conversations are kicks and giggles, right? Like you're talking about tough market conditions at times, they're perhaps unrealistic on price or timing.
Right.
So what have you learned about how to have those hard conversations with clients? Like when you want to maintain that client, but yet you have to really address some hard things.
Transparency
Okay.
and honesty always rules the day and is I think key to being able to build relationships.
So being able to say the hard things.
Yeah, you
the
have
truth.
to. And I think people appreciate it. I think people want to know the truth, and they need good guidance, even if it's bad news, even if it's not what they want to hear. Being able to give them actionable intelligence that will ultimately help them operate from a position of strength is so critical. And I think our role as a trusted advisor, not a commissioned salesperson, but a trusted advisor that is helping them navigate, I think, some of the most critical decisions they'll make financially, it's important.
In fact, a story's coming to mind of when this was years ago, when I had a real estate asset that I wanted to sell, and I had you come look at it.
Right.
And you gave me honest feedback. You're like, this is going to be a needle in a haystack.
Yeah.
You didn't paint this. We're going to sell this tomorrow for top dollar.
No, I told you to be patient. I told you, really, right now may not be the time. If I remember, I think I said, hit pause. Don't rush to market, because right now isn't the right time, and you're not going to get the result that you're hoping for.
Right, and years later, we just sold it. So
we did. We had a successful transaction.
We did.
And everything came full circle.
Yeah. Let's talk about another specific, and we're going to dive in and look at this particular project. So you close so many transactions a year. In fact, you have an average number that you
150 transactions a year on average.
So multiple a week.
Closing 2 transactions a week of significance across over 30 municipalities, 5 counties.
Amazing.
I mean, we're very fortunate to have a lot of velocity, but I see.
Look at this one.
Up on the screen, we have a project that we've been working on for years, and this is the former Franklin Covey campus. It's over 300,000 square feet on I-15, or I-215 rather. And it is one of the true office campus environments along the Wasatch Front. Well, this is challenging in that it has seen great change, rollover in tenants. Franklin Covey, of course, downsized dramatically and repositioned just this past year to Draper. And the ownership of the campus that bought it from Franklin Covey years ago has been trying to find the right owner or buyer to reposition the campus long term. We are fortunate right now in that we have a $40 million transaction under contract.
Amazing.
With a user. We have not made the announcement formally yet, but we're moving swiftly toward close. And this is going to be one of the models for repositioning a campus from private sector to public sector use. Being able to shift to a more institutional use to take advantage of really the opportunity to buy something, to buy a campus at a fraction of what it would cost to replace, to rebuild today, is a real value proposition for the right party.
That's exciting. So more news to come as this closes. It's similar to your eBay transaction last year.
I mean, eBay is also one of the textbook ideal cases of repositioning a beautiful office campus environment that went largely vacant during the pandemic. As workplace shifts occurred, we were given the opportunity to represent eBay, and I represented also Canyon School District as they were looking to establish an education tech center in the valley to service what is the largest school district. And they were able to take advantage of the opportunity to buy a turnkey, plug-and-play ready, fully fixtured campus. At a transit hub, at the Frontrunner station, at a fraction of what it would cost them to build from the ground up. It's not only a good transaction for eBay, who is making a transition and downsizing to more appropriately sized space within that same submarket, but it was ideal for the school district in that it provided them the opportunity to make best use of the tax dollars and, I think, blessed generations to come. When you look at an asset like that is going to have generational impact, it's really rewarding to see our role in commercial real estate play out and produce real tangible results.
Right. That was such an exciting transaction. And it's transactions like that, big and small, that lead you to be named Office Broker of the Year many times over the years through CCIM and other awards. What do awards like that mean to you?
It's an honor, but I always have to remind myself we are only as good as our next deal. The second that we close a major transaction like the eBay campus selling to Canyon School District or the Franklin Covey campus closing for $40 million, you're unemployed as a professional. You are back to the drawing board. You're back to filling that pipeline and finding your next client engagement, your next opportunity. And so I really appreciate the honor and the recognition. It's fun to be recognized. Sorry, but
deals happening
it's
right
also,
now.
But it's also important to always realize that we're only as good as our next deal. And I try to keep myself focused on what's in the windshield as opposed to looking in the rearview mirror. And I've tried to also apply that in my personal life as well.
I've noticed that with you. If there's something hard that happens, you deal with it and you move on, and you're not talking about it anymore.
No, I try not to dwell on anything negative, and I try to just forge ahead and keep my eyes focused forward in the windshield and steer myself in the right direction and my clients in the right direction.
So you're known for some of your late night emails and texts. Your work ethic is unmatched. How do you keep that level of energy week after week?
You know, I do drink
visual aid,
a couple of 100 ounces of Diet Mountain Dew or Diet Soda a day, but a lot of it it's adrenaline. A lot of it is programming myself to always feel urgency. I mean, I wake up every morning with a pit in my stomach. I probably shouldn't admit this, but I'm also driven by a healthy dose of fear of failure, and the knowledge that I am only as good as what I'm teeing up. And I feel a deep responsibility to my clients. When I see a building that is sitting vacant that has my name in front of it, or an assignment where there is a lot riding on this financially for a client. And it doesn't matter whether it's an investment transaction or even subleasing a space for a company that is in trouble and downsizing and trying to cut their losses. I lose sleep at night because I can't help but to internalize that and feel a personal responsibility. I mean, this isn't just a business. I have a hard time where I shut off. I have a hard time shutting off. I feel such a weight and responsibility to be producing results and, frankly, delivering on the promises, on the commitments made.
Well, it's clear why you're such a sought after advisor and also speaker for so many organizations and keynotes of different things. So let's end this interview with some of your advice and some of your crystal ball. So many of us in Utah look to you and say, okay, what's happening in Utah? What can we look forward to this decade?
Right.
What is there to be excited about and worried about? What would be your response to that?
Well, first and foremost, I believe that we're going to continue to see a renaissance for development. I mean, downtown Salt Lake is going to continue to undergo transformation. You're going to have a new sports and entertainment district, a newly renovated and reimagined Salt Palace Convention Center matched with sports facilities, and even a new renovated Symphony Hall that is nationally recognized. You also have Temple Square, the multi-block redevelopment and forthcoming open house with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. A lot of people don't realize we're sitting in Vatican City, North America, and the LDS Church is going to be welcoming the world in what will arguably be one of the most important and well-attended open houses in history. You couple with that the fact that we are looking forward to an Olympics. The 2034 Olympics is going to be here before we know it, and we're going to be welcoming the world. And I think the best is yet to come. I think our communities are poised for continued smart growth. There are challenges. We're dealing with infrastructure issues with power capacity, with traffic, with affordable housing or the lack of affordable housing. And there are some really serious challenges that we're going to have to confront and resolve. But with those challenges, we're seeing great opportunity. And Utah is going to be on a national and global stage like never before. And I think the commercial real estate industry and our opportunity to be a part of delivering solutions and being a true solution provider and problem solver to help people save, make money, create incredible wealth, and change these skylines and the employment base for decades to come it's a great privilege.
It really is. You're primarily focused on office, but also have your hands in some land development, some industrial, retail. In all the asset classes, Utah has a lot to be excited about right now.
Oh yeah. I mean, office, retail, industrial, multifamily, investment. There will even be more land development in the future to come that will transform our communities. And I think having a seat at the table and being able to help guide who those tenants are, what amenities and services are going to be brought to these growing communities is going to be exciting.
It is.
We have the best job in the world. And so I actually look forward to the future with great hope. I think that Utah is going to continue to make waves.
Well, thanks for being so generous with your time and also for all the leadership that you give to this industry and to our state.
Well, it's a privilege being with you and look forward to working on our next deals.
Let's do it. Thanks.
Thanks.